Here in America is a campaign led by a growing coalition of immigrant rights, faith, rule of law, and pro-democracy organizations. Today we're mobilizing our members online and in person to shine a light on a disturbing reality. Under Trump's immigration agenda, people are being forcibly detained, deported, and I would say that's rendition because it's not really deported when they're going to a different country, and even disappeared. We are united in demanding transparency, accountability, and due process for all. The campaign is demanding, the campaign highlights 4 individuals. And you see Heidi Sanchez, who was taken away from her baby, Gilmar Abrego Garcia, who has been let out of detention, but they are trying to come up with reasons to detain him again. And Andre, who is actually a makeup artist, and he was taken and sent to Seacoast, which we know is one of the most awful prisons in El Salvador. And they're doing this in our name as though this is what we wanted. And this is not what we wanted. So our goals are to expose the Trump administration's abuse of immigration authority and erosion of due process, humanize the impacts by lifting up the real people, mobilize public pressure on elected officials, media, and law enforcement, and build solidarity with immigrant families, communities, and advocates, because we know that due process is a constitutional right, and every person, regardless of immigration status, has the right to a fair hearing, access to legal counsel, and protection from arbitrary detention. Stripping away these rights puts all of our freedoms at risk, because if they're doing it to undocumented people right now, and actually they're not even trying to find out if they're undocumented, what do you think they're going to do with other people that don't look like them? Without the core of our constitutional protections, none of us are safe. And no one should be disappearing in a free society. In a free society, the government cannot detain or rendition people in secret. Disappearances are the tools of authoritarians, not the policies of a country that claims to value justice. Being undocumented is not a crime. Immigration status is a civil matter, not a criminal defense. Treating undocumented people as criminals fuels fear, violates human rights, and destabilizes entire communities. So we're asking for accountability now. We want to demand transparency from ICE and DHS. We must shine a light on the actions of immigration enforcement agencies that operate with little oversight and unchecked power. The public deserves answers, and the people they target and are out of our country with no oversight deserve justice. So that's what we're doing here, and essentially this is a visual action. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a bunch of pictures together with all of the pictures of the victims that have been disappeared by Trump. And this is going to be a viral campaign. It's going to go onto social media, and we're going to ask that everyone we know shares this, because we will not ignore that this is happening. Because we will not be silent anymore.
Amen.
Forward together. Not one step back. So we had on We had David Morales coming, but he had a emergency, so he is not able to be with us. So anyway, so that's essentially the entire thing we're doing, except we're going to take pictures now. So everybody with, oh, sorry,
You're totally fine.
does anyone have any questions about what's going on? This actually is coming from not above the law, and it's a group that's working with public citizens to stop this from happening, and to say that if it's happening, we will not ignore it, and we will not be silent as people are taken from our communities. And we know this has been happening in Rhode Island, and we will not be quiet.